refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is when we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm excited about this episode today. Man, we got to talk about two teams that's been dominating, one in the NFC, one in the AFC. Are they the best teams in the NFL right now? We got to talk about the Bengals. The Bengals played last night. Hey, Joe Burrow, man. I mean, he's still looking iffy. Should they continue to play Joe Burrow? We got two guests coming on the show. We got DeVore coming on to talk about Justin Fields and his Dolphins. We also got J-Mo coming on at the back end to talk about his Dolphins. We got a lot going on today, y'all. But before we get into it, how y'all doing, man? I got my bro Davey Dollars with me. Bang, bang, 90 game, Mr. Undefeated. And Mr. Get Done son himself, Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm doing better than Dallas defense, man. I tell you that. Boy, it's been a rough week. It is a rough week to be a Cowboy fan. But I'm doing good, man. High spirits. How y'all fellas?
Hey, I'm doing good, too. But I got an issue with one of these topics.
Uh-oh.
So okay. I'll address that when the topic comes. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I'm gonna create some enemies today. Just know that I'm creating.
Okay, got a day today.
But I'm excited, man. Just had a great weekend with my fiance and my boys. So I had a really good weekend. Ready for today, ready to talk about, Tubby Tua, holding this thing. And apparently, somebody got smoke from me when it comes to Justin Fields. So I want to see what this is all about. But I can't wait to see how everything's going. I hope y'all guys are doing good. I hope y'all had a great weekend. It's Tuesday. This is usually a time that I'm not here, but some things have changed and I am here on Tuesday, so glad to be here, and let's get it. It's Turn Up Tuesday, so turn us up, Tomo.
Turn me up.
Let's get it.
Let's go. All right, so look, y'all, we are streaming this on 3 platforms. We are live right now on Twitter. X, my bad. All right, we on X right now, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure y'all follow us on all 3 platforms, subscribe on all 3 platforms, share the video on all 3 platforms, and like the video on all 3 platforms. Make sure you use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to one not the Tua, J-Mo. Shout out to J-Mo MVP in the comment section. Shout out to Donnell Warren in the comment section. And shout out to our first ever member, Jerry, in the comment section. Appreciate y'all for being here early. All right. So use the comment section. We're gonna put them on the screen as you can see right now. All right. People are already talking about Fields. All right, that's a cool. Y'all relax. We got a couple more topics before that. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, go ahead and take it over.
Man, so like you said, man, we gotta talk about what is it, week 4? And we talking about who's the best team in the NFL already. This is insane. Like, we ain't even really get to like week 5 or 6. They say this still the preseason. This the aftermath. This the after party of the preseason that we got going on right now. But, some teams are separating themselves from the pack. I got to use this hashtag, Kev. It's Separation Tuesdays because that's exactly what happened. There's only like 3 or 4 teams that's undefeated right now. But one of them say they feathers ahead of the competition. So birds of a feather, they flock together. Are the Eagles the best team in the NFC? And I know Dave want to touch on this topic because he's the last person that want to say anything nice about the Eagles. So I'm gonna let you go second, Joe. What you got?
All right. So, are the Eagles the best team in the NFC? You got some good news, Dave?
No, keep going. Keep talking.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Are the Eagles the best team in the NFC? They have the best roster in the NFC. I will say that. They got the best O line in the NFC, one of the best D lines in the NFC. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC, right? They also got one of the best, not best, but a very good running behind the offensive line. They got two number one wide receivers, a good tight end. Why are they the best team? No, they're not. It's the 49ers. I'm going to get David Flowers today. The 49ers are the best team in the NFC because when you look at the 49ers, right, just look at the coaching by itself. I believe that the coaching between the Eagles and the 49ers is like a mile. I mean, I think that coaching staff that they have over there in the 49ers is like no comparison to none. All right, Kyle Shanahan, probably the best play caller. I know everybody give Andy Reid a lot of hype, but we got to remember Andy Reid got Patrick Mahomes. Kyle Shanahan is doing this with people like Brock Purdy, Jimmy Garoppolo, stuff like that. All right, so he's one of the best play callers in the NFL. And then that defense, I mean, just came off number one. Right? When we saw another defense, the Eagles had probably a better all-around defensive roster, but the 49ers came out to still be number one last year. And this year, the 49ers are repeating that cycle they did last year. So I would say the 49ers are the best team in NFC, and the Eagles are second. I would say the Eagles are second, though.
Dave?
No, they are definitely not the number one team in the NFC. We are. Man, come on now. I understand they're 3-0, but who was 3-0 first? We were. We were the first 3-0 team. We dominated the Cardinals on Thursday night. We dominated the Steelers in week 1. Those are 2 games we won by 10-plus points. Do the Eagles have that many this year so far? No, they don't. They had a close game against the Patriots, and they had a close game in week 2 as well. No, they are not. They almost lost the game against the Vikings. They almost lost the game against them too. No, it's no way. It's no way. We are definitely the number one team in the NFC. Now, I will say this: the Eagles do have the best rushing defense right now because they've allowed the least amount of rushing yards. But we're only allowing 53 yards a game, so it's not like we're allowing 100 yards. It's not like we're allowing a lot of yards on the ground. So no, ain't no way. And Bosa only has 1 sack, and he's still going to do numbers this year. We had a guy who was a rookie last year who nobody even thought was going to be that good, Drake Jackson, who had 3 sacks in the very first game. Nah, we are definitely the number one team in the NFC right now. We've looked the most impressive right now. And the last game we played, Brandon Ayuk didn't even play, and we still won by 18 points. So no, until they look like how we have in the first 3 weeks, no, we're the best team in the NFC. Point blank, period.
First things
I'm
first.
tired of hearing about these Eagles being the number one team in the NFC, and they not mentioning us. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it.
What you got there, Tomo?
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before. You getting buckets. I see you, Dave. Dave said,
"Ladies and gentlemen, we got him."
He was turned up. He said, "No, I thought I was gonna be the only one on here to say this, but it's the 49ers. You gotta believe it's the 49ers. Like the way that they're dominating teams, and I'm giving you said a mile as far as coaching. I'm giving the 49ers the better team by an inch, and the inch is more so their offense. Because if you look at how the 49ers are running their offense, they're averaging 30 points a game, and they're outscoring all of their opponents by like 48 points. And you look at the Eagles, I think it's like 28 or 25 in that ballpark. So their offense is still coming. Is a little shaky start. You know, when birds are trying to fly, you got to kick them out the nest and see if they actually can flap their wings. And that's what's going on with their offense. But their defense, they're in mid-season form as far as the front 7. Secondary is still a little iffy. Of course, they were dealing with injuries, but now they're getting back. They got a rookie starting, so they're trying to figure out if he's actually good on the outside or not. So they're still trying to get some things worked on in their secondary. But You can't say that about the 49ers secondary or their front seven. Their defense is like, look, I said it before on one of these shows. I said they're playing like they're on a mission. And like, look, if you come out here and you think you're gonna toy around with us, we're gonna put 30 on you. We might put 40 up, and you might only get 10 to 15 points. And that's probably because we don't care anymore at that point in the game. Brock Purdy with their offensive line, of course, their right side is a little shaky, but they're still making things happen. Let's talk about their rush game. The Eagles do have two good running backs, but Christian McCaffrey, you got to fuse Swift and Gainwell together to get CMC. Now, imagine if CMC was running behind that O-line with the Eagles.
My gosh.
Unstoppable. They already creating gaps for Swift and Gainwell, but just imagine what they would do. CMC probably had 15 touchdowns by now in one game. That's how crazy that offensive line is for the Eagles. Now, their defensive line, I got to give them their props. Whatever they said about Jalen Carter is the truth.
It's facts. It's
It
facts.
is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, one day I know these linemen, when they're preparing to play the Eagles, they're probably like, all right, so we can handle Jordan. Brandon Graham, that's 5 plays. Fletcher Cox is probably like another 6 plays. But this kid here, they put him, Jordan Davis. Then you got what's my man, number 7? They keep saying he better than Michael Parsons, but I ain't seen him make a play yet.
Reddick.
I don't know his name because I ain't seen him make a play yet. So I'm talking about him. But when they all in the game, they all show up. N'Kobe Dean, Smith. You can say all these names, but are they Fred Warner? Are they? What's your safety name? Tunga for life.
Tylenol Hufanga.
There you go. I was about to call the boy Tylenol. But yeah, you might as well call him Tylenol because it's a headache when you playing the 49ers, man. It's a headache. So for me, I'm going with the 49ers. The Eagles still have a chance once their offense gets to clicking. But until then, the 49ers have shown up every week and they've beaten all of their opponents. And hopefully they go out there and avenge me because they need to beat the Cardinals because I'm tired of people saying Joshua Dobbs is a Hall of Famer.
Also, I gotta throw this out too. I wasn't able to say this about our game last week, but there are only 3 quarterbacks that have in the first 3 games of the season to throw over 700 yards and 2+ touchdowns in each game. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Brock Purdy. I don't always say a lot about Brock Purdy, but hey, he's doing something that 2 MVPs did and no one else.
Yeah, I think the 49ers offense is on par as good as the defense. They are a really good team, man.
They're playing on the same level.
Yeah, they were last year though. When they got C-Mac, they just took off offensively.
And they winning on the turnover ratio too. I think
he was the miss.
I don't think San Fran turned the ball over yet.
Nope, we haven't. No interceptions, no fumbles.
Look at that.
When y'all got CMC last year, I went live. That's not the Sacramento like to be, and I was like, it's not fair. I was like, it's a perfect.
It wasn't because it turned our offense up. He was the missing piece on offense. We had the wide receiver weapons, but we didn't have a dynamic running back, and now we have that.
This man
Debo was happy too. He's like, y'all ain't gonna use me as running back. You got one.
You got him. He's still being used though, but
yeah, just not as much because we can use Elijah like a 3rd down back and not as every down back.
All right, let's get a time on, man. I don't think these 49ers love.
Man, nah, they deserved it. You see my background. I know a lot of people gonna be like, "Come on, man, we got rep for the Cowboys." It's not our week. It's not our week. All right, holla at me on Thursday. We can talk on Thursday. That's when the new week starts. But just like a wounded defense, we gotta talk about a wounded quarterback because them Tigers, man, them Bengals, what they doing? Burrow out there limping on one leg. You trying to be? I know Mahomes the best quarterback in the league, but right now they trying to say Burrow trying to do it on one leg. Can he do a whole season on one leg? We don't know. So my question for you guys is: should Joe Burrow continue to play the rest his calf? I'm gonna say the rest of his calf, but technically that's what he's doing. So Dave.
As much as I want to say yes because he's my fantasy quarterback, I'm gonna say no. You should rest him. I say rest him. I understand that the season is on the line and you want to do whatever you can to start to have a better start. You started 1-2 this year. He started off slow just like he did last season. But last season, everyone thought that you were going to have a Super Bowl slump, and you ended up in the AFC Championship game. I say if your best chances right now, he's not healthy, he's not playing pretty well. And I don't care what anyone says. That injury looks more than a calf. It looked like an Achilles injury to me. And that was the one of the reasons why I had the Bengals missing the playoffs, because I didn't think he was going to be able to play healthy all year. And right now they're not playing too well. They won last night, but it didn't look pretty against a Los Angeles Rams team who not a lot of people were high on this season. So I think he should definitely at least rest one more game and just give him time to at least be 90% healthy. Because I don't even think he's 90%. He might be 65, 70% healthy. Now I'm not saying you rest him for multiple games, but at least for the next game, just have him relax. Just have him sit for the next game and then give him opportunity to go out there and play. Now, if we're saying multiple games, no, you don't sit him multiple games. You just rest him for one game and then let him do his thing. But in all honesty, that injury is what gave me a lot of caution and what had me having the Bengals miss the playoffs this year. So I will rest him at least one game.
So the next game is the Titans. And going over what you're saying, Dave, I would agree with you as far as resting him for the Titans. But technically, you already done made the boy play. So ain't no point in resting him now. He already told us that he not hurt. He said he gonna take it easy on that leg and he gonna do whatever his body allows him to do. Granted, he threw for like 50 attempts last night on that same leg. I mean, the game was kind of a snooze fest, but it is what it is now with these games. I told y'all, for some reason, they're trying to ramp up the season and they're giving everybody all these back-to-backs. It's kind of insane. But for him, he should have rested before the season. So now that you're in season and you're playing on it, I mean, Godspeed. Hopefully that O-line can actually hold you up because you told us you was ready. 2, the coaching staff trusts your decision. They aren't man enough to be like, look, man, we need you for more than just these first 4 weeks. We actually need you for the duration of the season. You done played 3 games. We lost 2. We already down 0-2 in the division. So go out there with the Titans. See what you can do. Now, that's just my opinion. I do agree with you, Dave, as far as the human side of it. Like, he should have sat down. Like, there's no point in it because you definitely need your quarterback for the playoffs. And you losing 2 games with him hurt probably could have won one of them games. I mean, backups are capable of winning games. It happens. So for me, you already done played them. So ice up, son. Joe.
So this is tough. All right, for the sake of his health, yeah, rest him. Because you don't want him to pull a KD calf injury that turned into an Achilles injury, and he was out for more than a year. The next 2 games against the Titans and against the Cardinals. So 2 teams that not on the Bengals level, but 2 teams that are being coached hard right now. I mean, the Titans are coached hard. We know about Vrabel. And the Cardinals, man, you say what you want, man. He got them playing hard. The Cardinals playing hard, man. He got them dudes flying across the field. So now the Bengals are in a tough situation right now. See, T. Higgins is playing on his last contract. Tyler Boyd is playing on his last contract. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 players who got a contract that expires this year. 19. So a lot of pressure for them to win this year. A lot of pressure. Joe Burrow just got paid. His money going to kick in soon. So these new contracts for people like T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd they might not have that money because Joe Burrow got his money. So now they're pressured to win now with the team they have right now. So if you keep them, I'm okay with it. You keep playing with them because I watched that game last night and guess what's boring? He threw over 50 times, but they were like Tom Brady-esque type pass plays, like very quick, out of his hands in like 2 seconds. A lot of screen plays, like a lot of short, like he was dinging and dunking the whole game basically because they weren't trying to put him in the pocket for too long to get hit. And they did a good job at that. He did get sacked by Aaron Donald one time. He got pressured like 3 times, I think, the whole game. But they got the ball out real quick. And the next 2 games are against 2 opponents that you might not have to score a bunch of points against. So they can still, like the Rams, they took it easy with them and they still got the dub. So keeping him fresh, keeping him on the field, keeping him, with the team, I think is good also. But you're playing a risky game. You're playing a risky game with Joe Burrow's career. So I would say, yeah, I'm cool if you want to play them. But if you want to rest them, these are the 2 games you want to do it. Rest them now, Titans and Arizona, and then you got the Seahawks right after that. So if it's up to me, though, I'll tell Joe Burrow to take a seat.
Yeah, he definitely gonna need to do that because you got Titans, Arizona, Seattle. Then you got a bye week. Coming out the bye week, you got the 49ers, then Buffalo, then Houston. They play a lot of teams that's like under the radar who gonna actually try to get at the quarterback. And trust me, I know that Arizona game, I seen it firsthand. They gonna try to get your quarterback.
I saw firsthand too. They got us 7 times.
So
we got them on Sundays, and that's what I expect. It's a divisional game too.
And then I thought my train of thought. Oh yeah, so if they would have had a quick start, if they were 3-0, then they'll be like, Joe Burrow, chill out and come back after the bye week. We can afford being 3-3. Like, so, but you said they bye weeks after Seattle.
Yep.
Man, that slow
Honestly,
start
yeah.
killed them.
Honestly, you might as well rest them these 3 games and go into the. Nah, you can't.
You can go. You can go 1-5.
You don't want to rest them against.
Yeah,
you do not want to rest them against Seattle. You don't want to.
1-5. They need a season. I'm telling you, for T. Higgins and all that stuff. But it's a risky move you're making. We just saw firsthand with KD, and he rested, and he actually rested.
I'm not sure, Jerry. I'm not sure if it's the same leg that he tore his ACL. I'll check though, but I'm not sure. Or someone check for me. You know, I'm
Carl, who Carl that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Carl had it.
I did too. I was about to say that was quick.
Like, so it's coming in from our research department, but
we got Carl. Come on, Carl, take it from here. Yes, Joe. The injury had.
I can see Carl doing that too on the sideline for CTC. But speaking of CTC, I'm glad Carl did. He said he don't know either. So go ahead and look it up. But look, y'all, we got something special for y'all. We're gonna take a commercial break right quick, and we're gonna get back right with y'all. We got DeVore coming up. He's gonna talk about Justin Fields and hopefully kicking him off the field. And we're gonna talk about right after that. So y'all stick around. Don't go nowhere. Hit the like button.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Mine can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running. Toes, they gon' take them.
Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
They thought we was going somewhere, man. We back. We told y'all we'd be right back, man. That was quicker than any commercial break I ever seen, though. So we got welcome DeVore. What's going on, man?
You on mute? I think you muted yourself.
Oh yeah. You on mute, man? You on
You're
mute,
mute, my guy.
Yeah.
We can't hear you at all. You're on mute.
We can't hear you.
I think it's gonna work now. Nope. Oh, hit the mute on the screen. Unmute, yeah.
He's muted on the screen? Or?
2-2. Nah.
No, I think he's muted whatever on his device is.
Oh, okay. So yeah, while we trying to figure out these technical difficulties, man, y'all not hitting that like button. I don't like that. Reach your voice, man. Hit that like button. We giving y'all quality content over here. You know, even when the beat reporters out there, they be like coming in live.
Yeah, you might gotta you still can't hear you. You might gotta probably gotta take them headphones off. Yeah, hold on. The voice so heavy, you would never know why.
His mic not connected. That's the issue. His mic is not connected. I just
Oh,
tried to
yeah.
unmute him and it's not working.
No, they're not gonna let you unmute him. He gotta do it. So he.
Oh,
What
but
did
they
Jeopardy
also
have on that?
they also said that was his opposite leg. That's what they
Nah,
said
it will
about
because
that.
I just muted Tomo. If I can mute Tomo, I should be able to
No,
mute
you
him.
can mute, but you can't unmute people. Try to. Yeah.
I muted him, then I muted
Trust
him.
me, my dad, I was trying to.
He gonna mute me while I'm talking, man. It's probably because I'm on the computer. That's probably why. Oh, we all in the same studio. I don't know. It's crazy.
What?
I just muted Joe and unmuted him. So I don't know.
I think it's because we all hoes. That's probably why.
Could be.
So look,
And my dad was on. I was in that mute button. I'm like, unmute.
Nah.
I was directing them and everything.
Joe was over there like,
Yeah, we in here now. See,
there you go.
They tried to hold me back, but we here now.
Let's get it.
And take two, man. We got the board joining us, man. What's going on, man?
What is going on, fellas? Shout out to those whose team won over the weekend.
Shout out.
Just had to say that. Gave him a warm welcome. He's gonna say that. like Martin said, man, respect my house.
My bad. I forgot. There's only one person up here that other than me that actually their team won. My bad.
Hey man, we talking about Justin Fields, man. Look, man, you said you gotta talk about Justin Fields. You want to get this hostility off your chest. So you got a bone to pick with Justin Fields. Hopefully, you can actually get some passes down the field better than he can. So tell us what you got going on, man.
Oh, y'all handed me the baton on this one. All right, Justin Fields. Okay, I am sick and tired of everybody trying to defend Justin Fields and think that he's, I don't know, we hasn't even shown it yet that he's a good quarterback. Like at this point, you got to bench him now because of the fact like he clearly shows that he can't throw the football. Like unfortunately, I had to sit down and actually watch the game on Sunday. I really wanted to watch the Cowboys game, but I sat down and watched the game, and I'm like, yeah, this just ain't it. And everybody keep on blaming on the fact that they're not the Cowboys. Excuse me, the Chicago Bears aren't designing enough run plays for him. Like you saw in the Kansas City Chiefs game. It's clearly obvious that the Chiefs are just loading the box and they just daring Justin Fields to throw the football, but he can't. Even if they didn't, like how often you expecting him to run? Like you can't play from behind. So what do you want him to do?
All right, go ahead, Dave.
That's it. That's all you came on to say. I
no,
thought you had more than just that.
I'm just saying though, like we expecting them to have design runs for Justin Fields, but at the end of the day, you can only call a design run for a quarterback so many times before it's like, what else do you expect him to call? All they run is screenplays. That's the only thing he can complete. He can't throw the ball down the field. He can't read no coverage. He looks like a deer in headlights. Like what do you expect the offensive coordinator to call?
Bruh. I expect him to run an offense that caters towards what he does best. That's not saying that he needs to have a lot more design runs. I'm talking about look at Justin Fields' offense, and not Justin Fields, but look at Jalen Hurts' offense. That offense is designed specifically for Jalen Hurts, right or wrong.
That's true.
And even though Gardner Minshew came in and ran the same offense, did it look exactly the same as Jalen Hurts? No, it did not. They designed it differently because they knew Gardner Minshew was not the same kind of quarterback that Jalen Hurts was. Now, when you talk about other quarterbacks, and I'm going to bring up my quarterback, for instance, Brock Purdy. The offense is catered towards whoever can come in and run that offense. Kyle Shanahan didn't design anything towards what Trey Lance does best. And what did they say in this offseason? They said that we didn't cater the offense towards what he does best. So this ain't coming from me. This is coming from what the GM and what the head coach said themselves. Now, if you look at this offense of the Chicago Bears, is it catered towards a quarterback that can also run and that he should be doing more play action plays and more RPOs? Are they running that for him though? Just answer that. Are they running that for him? Do you see that in this offense at all?
How can you run those plays if the defense is already putting out plays on their side to counter those plays?
It's call it and execute it. You don't think that
it's
you
not
don't
gonna
think
work?
You don't think that people do that towards the Eagles, and the Eagles still running anyway?
And you see how Jalen Hurts is struggling against the blitz right now because they can't run those plays.
His fault. But that's his fault because
that's a weakness now.
But that's his fault because that offensive line protects him. If you watched that game last night, he had 20 seconds, 30 seconds to do whatever he wanted. But he made bad decisions. Are you telling me that Chicago Bears offensive line is just like the Eagles? Because it clearly isn't. It's nowhere near the same. Are they a top 10 offensive line? No. Is it a top 15 offensive line? No. Maybe top 20. But top 15, top 10? No, it's not. And is that defense good enough to help them out? No, it's not. You saw what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs didn't score over 20 points yet until they went and played against the Chicago Bears. And you're telling me that because of that he's not a quarterback?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
When you limit the play call, you're limiting your play calls when your quarterback cannot throw the ball. You're
not limiting your play. You're limiting your play calls by only calling plays that's not designed for him to be successful.
Last time I checked, the position of quarterback is that you're able to throw the football. He can't even do that a little bit. He can't even do it a little bit. And we're expecting us to run read option, RPOs.
You're not even trying. You don't know how successful you can be if you don't try.
But
if you saw him in Ohio State, what did they run? They ran RPOs and all that stuff to help him be able to be successful so he can get drafted to the NFL. You design what is the NFL catered towards now? You design your offense around your quarterback. Look at Justin Herbert. He now has someone over there, Kellen Moore, who came over from Cowboy, who's designing the offense to help him be successful. Now, he hasn't won every single game, but has he played bad? No. I don't even think he's turned the ball over yet this year. And he's been playing pretty well. It's just that everything else around him ain't good enough. Cater the offense towards your quarterback, and it'll help him be better successful. I'm not saying that. This is the issue I have when I heard that you had some smoke for me about this. I never said that he was a good quarterback or even great. I just said give him an opportunity, put something around him to be able to help him be successful. And you ain't done that yet. So you can't call him bad or call him good until you do something to help him do that.
What you mean you haven't surrounded him with help? Like you got Mooney.
I'm not talking about the weapons. Yes, he has a good running back and yes, you went and got DJ Moore. I get that. You got weapons around you, but your defense is still trash. Your offensive line is not good enough. You're not protecting him. The offense is not catered towards him as a quarterback. If you look at Dak Prescott, that offense is catered towards him. If you look at Sam Howell, even though he had a bad game on Sunday, that offense is predicated around what helps him do best. I can keep naming quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes, that offense is catered towards what he does best. You can't put no one else in that position and give them the same amount of plays that you give Patrick Mahomes. You have to cater your offense.
What does Justin Fields do best? I please tell me. What does he do best?
Who?
Now look, this is what I can say. Two things could be right. All right. The coach ain't making plays the best of his ability, and he also ain't playing good. Because Justin Fields, the same dude that came out and said, I'm gonna throw for 4,000 yards. We did a whole segment on that. And he hasn't been playing that well. I watched all his games, and I mean, like any quarterback should be able to make the decisions he should have been making. People wide open, he missing. Now, I would say against the Chiefs, that was a tough struggle. I think he played much better against the Chiefs. His receivers didn't help him out. He threw a bomb to Elijah Moore, who dropped it. He threw one to Claypool, who didn't come up with the ball. And then the Chiefs scored like almost on every drive. So, I had time. They threw the Cowboys game on. They cut the daggone Bears game off, put the Cowboys game on.
Claypool should be cut. He trash.
But Justin Fields is playing bad, though. He's not playing well, and he's not making good decisions. So, even though he is looking like a deer in headlights, like in the pocket, he doesn't even look comfortable. You know, he looks like he's thinking too much, which he said he was. But take off running. If that's what you want to do, go right there. Like every time he dropped back, it looks like he wants to run. But he's telling himself, I gotta prove myself to be a pocket passer. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Another thing. The last time we talked about Justin Fields, I also said that yes, he needs to play better. Did I not say that? I did not say he played great. I said he still needs to play better. Whether the offense is catered towards you or not, you still got to do whatever you can to play better. And even with that one play I keep going back to where he had 3 receivers open and he just stayed on that one read. You have to get better at that. I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not giving him a pass when it comes to that. So stop. So don't think I'm giving him a pass. All I'm saying is you got to help him out too. He got to help himself, but you got to help him out too. That's all I'm saying. They
don't even use like Herbert had 7 carries against the Chiefs. 7.
That's not helping him out. Your best running back only has 7 carries. You expecting Justin Fields, who you say he's not a good quarterback, so you're telling him to go throw the ball, even though you don't believe he can throw the ball. That makes absolutely no sense. You're not giving him an opportunity to win if you're not allowing his running back to play well, or you even giving him carries. He only got 7 carries. Like, come on.
7 carries against Tampa Bay too.
That's not. You're not going to win that way. You're not going to win that way. You're basically telling him just throw the ball. Don't worry about running.
But you can't run the ball when they stack the box. That's what I'm saying. Like
because the offensive line sucks. If you can't run, if your offensive line sucks.
If the defense is rushing more than you're blocking, how is the offensive line suck? It's a numbers game. You got 5 offensive linemen. They're sending 7. So you only can block 5. So that's where I'm going at, where the RPO thing comes into play, where you can't run. You can't run with Fields because of the fact that it's too many.
But that's why you send in a tight end to help out. You think we got 7 offensive linemen out there every single time we run the ball? No, we send other people to help out. We got one of the best fullbacks in the league. We got the best fullback in the league. Sorry, and then we got
the only fullback.
Now the Ravens still got the other one, but we still got the best one. But they started the box against us. They started the box against Philly. Does that stop us from running the ball? No. You still got to put an offensive line around it to be able to help him be successful. I'm not giving him a pass whatsoever. But stop making it seem like he got everything around him to help him be successful, because that's absolutely not true.
I want to throw something else out there too, because I'm looking at his numbers from last year, and like we said on one of these topics, he does look like a totally different quarterback from last year. Because technically, last year, if you look at some of these games, he was throwing for 200, close to like 260 in some of these games, but he was sacked almost an average about maybe 8 or 9 times a game. They did give him a little bit more help on that offensive line. So at some point, I'm thinking it's a mental thing, like Joe said, because if you look at his numbers from last year and you look at how he's playing this year, he looked like a totally different person. I'm not saying the boy can't throw, because he can throw. If you can put up almost 260 in a football game, you can throw the ball. Now, there was a comment down here talking about something if Justin Fields was in Philadelphia. You can't say that with that offensive line. That offensive line will make anybody look good, because the time that you have in the pocket to actually read the field should make you good. Now, let's put it like this.
Look at how good it made Gardner Minshew look when he played against the Cowboys. Even though he threw all those picks, he looked great. Other than those interceptions, he was moving the ball up and down the field.
But this is also why people kind of are looking at Jalen Hurts and saying, is he regressing a little bit, because the time he has to sit in the pocket and actually dissect what's going on down the field. Now, if Fields was in Philadelphia and he was still playing like this, I would say, yeah, there's something wrong with him. Because there's no way you got 30 seconds to actually see what's going on and plays develop and still can't throw the ball down the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looked like a deer in headlights, but the OC ain't doing his job either, though. Like he dropping back in the pocket like he's a pocket passer, which he's not, because he saw Lamar Jackson running the system where he wasn't dropping back, being a quarterback, pass first quarterback, and that was successful. But at the same time, even though he's put him in a pocket, he's still put him in good situations, and he's just reading it totally wrong. Like, people wide open, and he's not doing a good job.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, I give him no pass on that. He got to get better at that. I'm not saying he's good. I ain't saying he great. I'm just saying give him a chance. He got to get better though.
Real quick. Since we on the Lamar Jackson conversation, Why hasn't Lamar Jackson been able to get over the hump in the playoffs?
We'll call that.
Because they stacked the box and they forced him to throw the ball.
That's what they did against Tennessee. That's what they did against Buffalo. Go ahead, speak. Go ahead.
They stacked the box and they forced him to throw the ball. That's something like at the end of the day, you got to play quarterback. When you're in the playoffs, you're playing against the best of the competition in the league. When they're game planning for you, they saw what Justin Fields did last year. Oh, you're dangerous with the ball in your hand when you're running with the ball. All right, cool. We don't want you to beat us running the football. We want you to throw it. Now, if you're not going to throw it, the basic pass concepts Justin Fields struggles with, like a simple high-low pass concept, he can't even complete that. Like you can see him when he drops back, the pocket's clean for about 2 seconds. It's a simple high-lows, clean. He shuffles his feet. Then he just allows himself to get sacked. He don't even know what to do. Like I could go out there and I could have a better completion percentage than him. He got a 50% completion percentage right now.
I don't know, man. 50%.
He was bad. Look,
I played Madden, bro. Like it was hard to throw a pass on Madden, and that's simulation. I don't know.
Tomo against the Bucks, he was horrible, bro. Like he was missing wide open people. He was missing people in the flats.
Mm-hmm.
He was bad. Fields? Justin Fields.
That one game that I really the one that went viral was upsetting because I didn't even watch how you watch something and you don't have the sound on. So I'm just looking, I'm like, man, it's like 4 people open. I cut the sound on. All you hear is the quarterback was saying 1 read, 2 read, 3 read, and he's looking down. I was like, man. That was bad. That's why I said it's something mentally going on. Because last year when he did that, he would take off of the middle of the pocket. If it's open, he was gonna take it. Now he's just sitting there like, do I need to throw it? Do I need to throw it? Sack.
Yeah.
But they got Denver next, so we know what happened last time if Denver played somebody.
I feel like it was just that COVID season where everybody just had this certain sense of a small sample size of all those quarterbacks that came out that year, because Justin Fields ain't the only one that's struggling. Trey Lance was struggling. Mac Jones is struggling. Zach Wilson is struggling. So I think it's something that had to do with that COVID year where everybody just had this certain evaluation on it where they're just not the product. They're not living up to the product of the first round pick.
I don't think Mac Jones struggling though.
I'm not struggling. I'm not about what?
He's struggling.
Have you been watching football?
Everybody saw him on Sunday night last week.
But guess what though? Hold on, Dave. But guess what?
Oh my God.
We know somebody that y'all said was struggling, but he ain't struggling no more. Tubby Tua. We're gonna bring J-Mo up. We gotta talk about these fans right quick, man. It's very rare.
Yes, sir.
Look.
Yes, sir. Hey, DeBoer, I don't want to hear you say nothing about Tua.
Yo.
I don't want to hear it, man. Nah, dog.
Hold on.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? I'm sorry.
Vaughn did the same thing last week, man. We gotta get more people from the chat on the show, man. They be like, man, it's my time, bro. I ain't got time for that introduction. It's time for me to talk. Look, man, the Dolphins doing their thing. We talked about them in the offseason. Y'all did the AFC East panel. The number's still going up on that panel. So hats off to y'all fellas for doing that. But look, man, are y'all the best team in the AFC? I'm gonna be quiet because my team in the NFC. I'm gonna let the Dolphins take over. J-Mo, MVP.
Hold on, before J-Mo go.
I think. Man, so Jordan.
Hold on, Joe. Hey, Joe, let me get that one more time, Joe.
Oh my God.
Let's get it, man. Look, are we the best team in the AFC? In the words of Floyd Mayweather, absolutely. I think we are, man. I know we are. Let me tell you something. I remember the last time DeVore, and this is not me purposely taking shots at you, DeVore, but I remember last time you said, I'm going to go ahead and give Kansas City the bye because they won the Super Bowl and they're going to be the best. We getting the bye in the AFC, man. Next week when we play the Bills, it's going to tell me everything I need to know. It's going to tell me everything I need to know. But everything about my team that I thought could happen is happening besides 70 points. I mean, come on.
Hey, we saving that for December 3rd. We saving that for December 3rd.
I ain't even know, but
Hey, that's December 3rd. We gonna get the record.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing from my team, man. Tubby Tua. My man put the weight on. I told y'all. He put the weight on. We dropped 70 with no Waddle. No Jalen. We could have scored 100. We had 70 points with 8 minutes to go. And the bench scored 2 touchdowns. And then they put the 4th string running back in. He had a 50-yard run. It was crazy, but it got to the point when we went up like 30. I'm like, man, we punishing these people. Let me cut the game off. Then 2 minutes later, 2 minutes, I'll be like, nah, let me cut the game back on. We just scored another touchdown. We were scoring touchdown after touchdown. I couldn't believe it, bro. This dude, A-Chain, this rookie running back, I don't know if the Broncos defense is just that sorry. They was missing tackles on tackles on. They was missing so many tackles, man. Even y'all see Tua throw that.
Yeah.
Y'all see Tua throw that. When he threw that, he ran right into the defense, and they still ain't tackled him. It was crazy, bro. Like, we looked amazing, but it was terrible for the Broncos defense. It was terrible. But my man Tua is looking so confident. He had a whole off season with this system, with the coach, with the culture, with Mostert, with Hill, with Waddle. He had a whole offseason with everybody. He comes back this year, and he's hitting the ground running even better than he did last year. Started the game 16 for 16. I'm going to let the stat boys handle that and tell me when the last time that happened. But started the game 16 for 16. This defense, man, the defense is going to get better as the season goes on. They don't even know each other. They don't even know each other. And one thing I know about defense, well, really in all sports maybe, but I know for sure in football, is that you have to either allow low amounts of yardage, like, you can't let them throw or run all over you. If you do let them throw or run all over you, you have to cause turnovers. You have to get interceptions. You have to get fumbles. You have to create turnovers. And we have playmakers on our team. Just like the Chargers game. Shootout. We couldn't stop them at all. But when we needed to stop, we got it. I remember when we first went up, was about to go up 2 possessions on the Patriots, and then the Patriots got to stop. Patriots on their way down the field to score, Bradley Chubb, forced fumble.
Mm-hmm.
We got playmakers, man, and they make the plays when we need to make them. I know it's only 3 weeks in, but this is the only evidence we got, so this is what I'm talking about. Last game, Javon Holland, 2 forced fumbles. I told y'all I like Javon Holland. Didn't remember I told y'all that? That's my safety right there, man. And I can't wait for Jalen Ramsey to come back, bro, because Xavier Howard made the Pro Bowl last year. He's a very good cornerback, but me personally, I know he can't shut down everybody every play, but I think he takes too many plays off. I watched the instant replay, and I'm like, bro, you a Pro Bowl cornerback. How you let that happen? So I feel like with Ramsey coming back at some point, with this defense getting more and more familiar with each other, and Tua staying healthy, man. Speaking of healthy, prayers out for my man Waddle. They said he's doing good. They said he's making good progress. He's just not trying to rush back like some of these other AFC teams doing with their key players. But, we just trying to take it easy. You see, we ain't need them. Dropped a 70 piece. What Shannon Sharp say? 50 piece with 20 extra flats, no charge. I couldn't believe it, bro. I'm sorry. 70 points is crazy. I got more to say, but I'm just, I'm gonna let somebody else go ahead and do it, man. And let me just say this last thing. It's a Tua thing, shawty.
Go ahead, the boy. It's on you, man.
So, the Dolphins definitely are a whole lot better than what we discussed on the AFC East panel. Honestly, I feel like this conversation is a little bit premature because of the fact we got the Buffalo Bills, and that's going to be our real true test to see exactly where we measure up in the elite teams in the AFC. But I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Tua is out there, he's doing his thing. But at the end of the day, like, Tyreek Hill is gonna be the MVP of this offense. Like, the Tyreek Hill effect that he has as far as to be able to influence the defense where they have to always have two people on them at all times. They have them doing that little motioning thing, hiding behind offensive linemen and tight ends, and then they just run another play on the opposite direction because they just have no answer for Tyreek, and they just open up so many different things on the opposite side. Now, as far as like the defense is concerned, yeah, we down Jalen Ramsey right now. And the Dolphins, they did have me a little bit suspicious against that Chargers game because I was like, man, can y'all stop them running the ball on us? And over the past 2 weeks against the Patriots and this week versus the Broncos, we was able to sustain them a little bit better than what we saw in the Broncos game. But like I said earlier, we almost got the record. The record is 72. All we had to do was take a field goal. We would have beat the record. But we all know Mike McDaniel, he's from Colorado. He's saving that 73. He's saving that 70 with that 73 pointer for December 3rd. He know what happened when he got fired from Washington, and it's poetic justice that they got the record too. So he gonna get that record against Washington.
Oh,
go ahead, Joe. you
talk to him, DeRoy. Yes, man. See, he said it's time for that. We're not even talking about the Commanders and Dogs right now, but I think the best team in the AFC, best team. Yeah, I would say the best team, but the best. If we talking about, if I had to pick somebody to come out the AFC, it's still Kansas City, still the Chiefs. I do think the Dolphins are similar to the 49ers. Basically almost the same team. Excuse me, but their skill players are way much faster, while the 49ers skill players are much stronger. That's how I look at it. Right? Y'all a strong team, they're the fast team. So, but they're on a mission. I had the Dolphins winning about 13, 14 games this year. I think 14 games this year. So I had them right there with the Ravens. The Ravens injury prone, like always. They falling apart. Old people on the sideline, right? But I'm gonna still rock with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are their best. They're tough to beat because you watch Mahomes.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. They didn't go to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's not like a crazy take, but Mahomes, he's in that pocket as long as I know what, buying time, and always find somebody. So, and that defense playing much better this year, by the way, which I thought they would. So, I think this might be Mahomes' best defensive team he might ever play with this year so far. Probably. they looking nice. So, but Dolphins 2 to me and Chiefs 1.
Dave. These your distant cousins, man.
I got to roll with the Dolphins right now, man. I got to roll with the Dolphins. Now, I do kind of sort of agree with Joe when it comes to coming out of AFC. I still think that if I had to choose between the two later down in the season, I may go with the Chiefs. But at this moment right now, right now, the Dolphins are the best team in the AFC. I mean, they have the most dynamic offense in the league right now. What can you really do to stop them? Tyreek Hill is showing everybody, yeah, I hear y'all talking about Jettis. I hear y'all talking about Devontae Adams. But I'm here now. I just had 200. I'm the best wide receiver in the league right now. I don't care what anyone says. I'm out there doing whatever I got to do to show y'all that I'm the best receiver in the league right now. And I had this game without my second best receiver out there. I had this with Robbie Chosen Anderson out there, and who got a touchdown on PS2 with Mike White as his quarterback. So that offense is just crazy. And even though the Patriots did do good against Hill, they still can't really stop the Dolphins from going up and down the field for real.
We still won. Tyreek Hill is back.
Still won a game, but all Tua did was just keep moving down the field. Yeah, you ain't give me all these deep down passes, but all I gotta do is just keep getting the ball out of my hands, pass it to whoever's open, and boom. We're gonna get down here either way. Mostert seems like he can't be stopped. He's doing whatever he can to score a touchdown. And then you got the rookie A-Chain out there. His first NFL game, first person in history to have 2 receiving and 2 rushing touchdowns in their very first game in the NFL. So, I this offense is just crazy. it's going to be hard to stop this offense. The only thing is, can Tua stay healthy throughout the rest of the season? That's the biggest thing. He looks healthy right now, and he doesn't, and it looks like he's not taking a lot of hits either. So that's another thing. I think this time last year is when we saw that injury happen against the Bengals. I think that was in week 3, wasn't it? Week 3 or week 4 last year?
Week 4. We started all 3-0.
Week 4 last year.
The Bengals.
We'll see. We will see. But yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins right now, man. Their offense is they're just doing what they doing what they need to do.
All right, so I'm gonna be quick. Look, y'all say the best team in the AFC. I'm gonna say the best team in the NFL right now, on paper, right now. The average speed for this team, they deserve a speeding ticket. You need cameras. You need traffic cameras to stop this team. 35 miles per hour. That's how fast this offense is coming at you. And it's coming in waves. That's why they're the Dolphins. Now, I was in the chat. I said something crazy. I was a little upset because I had a bet, right? I said, man, the Dolphins is trash. And I was like, what you mean, Tom? What you talking about? I needed them to kick that field goal. I would have won some money. I was like, it's right there. It's right there. He said, no, I'm going to take the knee. I'm going to be the bigger person.
Emotional damage.
That's exactly what it was. And I said, just kick the field goal, man.
Where'd that come from?
But outside of that, I just looked up and Red Zone couldn't cut on y'all games quick enough. Every time. Touchdown. Touchdown. I'm like, is somebody going to tackle? Like, forget Sean Payton, man. But like I said, the speed at the rate in which this team is playing, Mike McDaniels is not playing with y'all. Y'all said he looked like he worked for the help desk department. Well, I guess he do, because all he doing is watching film and coming up with different ways to get all these people open. Hey, I understand. I'm going to say there's respect there for the Chiefs, but flipping them coming, man. So y'all better be ready. That's all I'm saying.
9 ties.
Man.
I get it.
Commander
I had to do it one time.
Luke Perry, man. Let me tell you something.
Now, real quick, and they doing it with balance. The most successful teams that go to Super Bowls, they're able to throw the football effectively and run the ball effectively. And the Dolphins are doing that on all 3 levels. So the only way I can see teams being able to stop them, they can't give up the big play. They're going to have to get them in the red zone and have them kick field goals. That's the only way. But the Patriots got the blueprint out. Just the Broncos was just dumb. I don't know what they was on.
Their defense not looking too good right now. They didn't allow 30+ points in back-to-back weeks. So
man, look,
you're done, son.
Let me tell you something. Bro. That record, I was so upset. You know, I'm not, you know, it's not the end of the world, but I was upset that we didn't go for the record because, you know, it's like he thought about going for it because he kept running the ball. He kept running it up the field goal range. He thought about it. Then when he got there, he like, you know what? Nah. I'm like, man, how you run all the way down the field? You could have been taking a knee right after the 2-minute break. 2-1. He got all the way downfield, and then it made me mad because if we end up winning the Super Bowl, they're gonna say we were one of the best offenses ever, and we could have said we definitively the best if we would have broke the record. But now,
I told you he's saving it, bro. He's saving it for Washington. They fired
that's all good and dandy, bro. But we're not scoring 70 again, bro. We should have went for the record.
80 on them.
80.
80.
Oh, that number's only gonna be lit.
Man.
Yeah. They hold the record and they fired him. It's only right we take it from him. And McDaniel get his revenge. It's only right. It's poetic justice, right?
He gave up 100 points. Also, like I know you said this is a little bit premature. I don't know what you mean by that. You mean like we're gonna go undefeated, or you don't think we're an elite team because we beat the Bills last year?
Nah, like I gotta see.
You know what I mean? I don't need to see it. We beat them already.
We beat them.
And when we lost to them in Buffalo, we lost by 3. So I don't need to see nothing. They said we couldn't do it in cold weather. It was 20 below zero. We put up 35.
It was always losing the code.
I'm not tripping. I'm not.
That's
what I'm saying, though, Joe. And another thing, I'm not trying to say we definitively the best. We gonna stomp the Bills. What I'm saying is,
Mike McDaniel.
I'm a believer. You get what I'm saying, y'all? What I'm saying is I'm a believer. I don't have to see it in order for me to believe that we one of them teams. I know we one of them teams. The only thing I need to see is that we can stay healthy. But if we healthy, which we are right now, I know we're one of those teams. And last year, we had a high-scoring offense, but we got into a lot of shootouts because our defense wouldn't shut nobody down. But guess what? We got defense now. We got defense now, man. Remember Peyton Manning used to score them points? Then he got Dwight Freeney and Bob Sanders.
Let him cook.
Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Let him cook.
So all I'm saying is, like I said the last time I got on here to talk about the Dolphins, man. If we stay healthy, I'm not handing anything to anybody. They're gonna have to take it from us.
I was gonna ask you what's your last words, but you said it. Because he got 70 reasons.
No, y'all lit, J-Mo.
You're right. It's a long season, man. It's a long season. Let's get it.
All right, man. You got something else you want to say for his last words, or you good, man?
I just want to say that I think I might sweep the MVP table. You know, Embiid, me, now Tua. You know what I mean? They might call me MVP J-Mo. Let's get it. I might sweep the MVP table, man. I know y'all ain't even think about that, did y'all? I might sweep the MVP table, man. This is crazy.
Man.
You are 2-0 right now.
Let me tell you something. Hashtag Tubby Tua. Hashtag the one, not the Tua. Hashtag it's a Tua thing, shawty.
That's it. You dropped the pen. All right, J-Mo, man. We holler at you in the chats, man.
All right, J-Mo. Appreciate you for coming on.
Shout out Tubby Tua.
Man, how you right now?
Oh, man, he left himself. He said, I'm out of here. Y'all got it.
Leaning back too. It was an awesome show today, man. If you still on, make sure y'all like this video. Right? Share this video with somebody. They can always go and rewatch this video, right? And follow and subscribe if you haven't done it yet on all 3 platforms. We're gonna get our last words in. Man, listen. Commanders, we got Philly this week. It's Philly week, man. I'm excited. You know what I mean? I'm super excited. I'm glad that happened with the Bills, not the Eagles. This is gonna get us right for the Eagles. So I ain't gonna say too much. I'll wait for Kevin to come on the show. But Commanders, do your thing. But Sacramento, woo! I'm excited, y'all. Tomo, Dave, they're gonna hate my bell, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be lighting the beam all year. Light the beam. We ain't get rid of it. And we got beam jerseys too. Man, you know what? I'm gonna make a bet with Dave with somebody to get a jersey. But
we good with the bed. I mean the beam. This. As long as you don't bring this back, we good.
Yeah. You can We about to cancel that bell.
We're gonna bring the bell for the playoffs. All right, but listen, hashtag Swiper MVP season. Light the beam. Woo! Can't wait. One more week, y'all. Preseason.
Hey, bang bang Niner game. That's all I gotta say for football. I don't want to hear no more about the Eagles being the best team in the NFC when we 3-0-2. Stop making it seem like we ain't out there doing our thing too. That's all I gotta say. And then for Miami, I don't like what I'm hearing. Don't like what I'm hearing at all.
Dave, also, can you recognize this too?
Oh yeah. So shout out to Jerry, by the way, first superstar member. He said no one mentioned this on the show. Because it isn't BWT, but rest in peace to Baltimore Orioles MLB Hall of Famer and sports legend Brooks Robinson, who passed away today at 86. So if we could just have a moment of silence for him, just to pay respects to not just a MLB legend, but a Baltimore Orioles legend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank y'all for that. Appreciate it. But yeah, Miami, I heard that you're not really pursuing Damian Lillard because you might be waiting on Giannis.
Accusations.
Pat Riley, I'm about to put you back in the doghouse, man. I'm about to put you back in the doghouse, man, because now you're pissing me off again. I wasn't getting my hopes up for Damian Lillard, but now I hear that you're not doing it because you're waiting on Giannis. All right, man. You just get out of here. Get out of here.
No,
Yep.
come on.
Yep. Play that because it's blowing me.
Oh my goodness. Said it's personal.
Kev, you weren't here earlier, so don't worry about it.
Go ahead, Tomo.
Well, like you said, basketball season's upon us. So now we get to see what Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma actually going to do. This is the first season that Bradley Beal is not there. You know, the Bradley Beal, John Wall era is now done in DC. The Tommy Shepard era is now done in DC. We're going to actually see what this new VP and this new GM actually got in store for us. I don't think we're making the playoffs, but if we start off with a good run, you know, a couple of them tournaments, you know, we might shake some things up. That's all I'm saying. Because I gotta look forward to basketball season. I ain't gonna let these Cowboys get me down. I ain't gonna do that no more. So I'm gonna take it 1 week at a time, preparation. And in the words of my man Dak Prescott, the media got what they wanted, man.
Hey, Carl, what you mean I'm not gonna take a bet if it's not lopsided? I've taken multiple bets where it wasn't lopsided. You forgot I took the bet with Joe about the Celtics, and he said that we had no chance to beat the Celtics, and I won that bet.
No, you took a Denver bet. That was definitely lopsided.
That was lopsided. That was lopsided against me, and
I was like, "Are you sure?"
Like, come on, man,
Yeah.
Get that out of here,
Well,
Carl. You just mad because you lost against the bet. You just mad because you
Yeah.
had to do push-ups on live when you betted me with the Detroit Lions and the Red Sox. Just know not to bet me again.
Ooh.
All right, Dave, you take it to the chat. All right, take it to the chat.
Yeah,
All
y'all
right,
seen the
y'all.
commercial break.
That's
Go
all
with
we
the
got for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.